two key things when you're looking at PhDs. It's novelty, and it's pushing the boundaries of the discipline. And you've got to ask yourself, how many of our PhDs are actually doing that at the moment? Or are our PhDs just expanded masters? Is there really novelty in the work that's being undertaken, or is it just a huge amount of work that's been compiled into a document which is then passed off as a PhD? I think that's one of the challenges that we're facing at the moment. The second one, it's about whether the PhD in a way contributes to socio-economic development in the country. Is it just going to be another piece of work that's going to sit on the shelf of the library, or it's going to sit on our repository in terms of research outputs? Those are the two key things that we've got to start to address in our PhDs at the moment.
Dr. Naidu's book is about the journey to a doctorate. And it's therefore appropriate that I attempted to explain what a doctorate degree is, what the expectations from a doctoral student are, and the common mistakes that are made by doctoral students that we come across in the office that I sit in, that's the college research office. Now, a doctorate degree is the highest academic degree a person can achieve in the academia. The degree is awarded to students who complete an original thesis, offering a significant contribution to the body of knowledge in a particular discipline. It is expected that by the time a candidate is submitting a thesis, he or she is more or less able to carry out independent research, and that's independent of the supervisor. Supervisors are expected to be present in their students' research. They are expected as well to provide guidance to the doctoral candidates. They are also expected to oversee the research and make sure that it is of acceptable rigor and quality, and they're expected to see to it that the work is carried out within the prescribed time.
When I graduated, I did a bit of introspection, and I thought to myself, I've learned so many lessons. It would be really advantageous for the development of Southern Africa if I incorporate all of the learnings into a freely available book. And that's what we set out to do. Just after I submitted my thesis for examination, I began writing a very short guidebook that would help prospective doctoral students and current doctoral students on their journey to completing a doctorate. We partnered with a few other doctoral students, doctors and professors from throughout the Southern African region, and within a year we had completed the book. The book is broken into 4 parts and essentially provides guidance on the before of the process, preparation for the PhD, during the PhD research process, and also after the process. Also included in the book are 2 chapters that give insight into 2 critical stakeholders involved in the PhD process. A supervisor has written a chapter in the book to give insight into a supervisor's mindset. This insight is something that students don't really come to terms with until it's too late and the PhD is completed.
It portrays the real complexities facing students and ultimately shows them better ways to manage the doctoral process and thus realize better completion. It's also a systemic perspective in that we're taking multiple perspectives and diverse views into account so that students are able to see how complex the whole process is and how, if better managed and you take things into account from an early perspective, it will be much easier to complete the process.
The journey is unlikely to be smooth trajectory of only success. This comes from the forward. However, this guidebook is allowing you, the researcher, to make decisions about how to negotiate the process of learning to become a researcher. This is both a practical and epistemological project. It is also simultaneously a personal journey of commitment, as well as a way of asserting one's political identity as a contributor of relevant and appropriate knowledge for situated context.
In addition, we have Prof. Green from the Cape Peninsula of Technology, who has given us insight into a national examiner's perspective. This also adds tremendous value to the book, and I hope you find the book of benefit to you. And I wish you best of luck for your PhD journey.